Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff right here and there. And by the way, hey guys, you see something different? Is there something different with my setup? A little farther out, there's stuff right there, and oh yeah, my wall's not bare anymore. I should be an interior. I could be an interior decorator. Do I have to go to school for that? Okay. Anyway, you know what? I hit the button and I really don't know necessarily what to talk about, I am, but I am geared up. It's the holidays, and wanted to throw this one at you really quick to pretty much say like a big happy holidays to you. I don't need necessarily to throw the intro or anything like that, whatever. But at the same time, um, I am looking forward to doing a bunch of stuff on this channel. One of the main things that I'm going to be doing, so this is kind of a little bit of a, I don't need the intro, but I am going to deck myself out because as I do this episode right here without an intro and everything, and sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes I'll do spur moment ones, and this is one of them. Is pretty much I am looking forward to having a couple goals in 2024. That is what New Year's resolutions are supposed to be. And I started this little bit of a journey with an idea. And to be quite honest with you, this was an idea that was done by me and my cousin. And I said this on a previous episode. You're going to have to go the whole way back on my queue and find that one episode about who is Jimmy Jam and the reason for wanting to do this podcast and this channel. It was our idea. He moved on and had a lot of stuff happen in his life. He married the girl that he loves, is settled, had a big career change, and now has a 3-year-old baby daughter. They are pretty much set. I know some people back home who aren't a fan of him or me, that he's happy. And I, for the time being, as I've done this channel for 4 months now, I'm a little bit happier. So I would like to continue doing this because this helps my anxiety and somewhat minor depression, because being 48 and single, you have to do whatever you have to do to continue to not necessarily pursue, but to enhance your peace of mind, that things in your life are okay. And there has been a lot of stuff going on my end, but it's not anything that's like so life-threatening. Like, he's got his stuff going on, and I've got my stuff going on, and I've only seen that kid once. Over a decade and a half ago, we would hang every other weekend because we could. We're cousins, but we felt like brothers. He will officially, on this channel, be the first official guest of the JJ Sessions podcast. We're going to do it basically at his home. Probably going to have the GoPro with us, but by spur moment, we'll just do it with my phone and my mics. But I'm looking forward to it. We may even do spur talking and talk about a lot of different stuff, but at the same time, we're going to condense it down to less than about between 20 and 30 minutes. A lot of stuff we do have to catch up to. But my cousin Campy will officially be the first guest on the podcast. And I'm going to work with my editor, work with my director, and work with my influencer, my planner. And we're going to see what the best COA is going to be going forward to how we should present. So we present. I know we did some pretty funky music opening and ending for my channels. We might do something different for the actual guests, whether I'm on location or I'm going to be on my new laptop, which I will be working on trying to get in January. Um, that's what we're going to try to do. Simple enough. That way, when I do the on field, do the actual online telecast like the volume does, I'm not going to worry about any crap that's going on. The volume is so professionally set up. I'm going to have Windows 10 or 11 on this one. But there's been a lot of stuff on his end, so hopefully I get a chance to catch up with him starting on real soon. And there's a lot of stuff that we have to get rid of and get off our chest. So I think it's going to be something pretty cool that we're going to be doing. So keep your eye out for that. That's coming soon. So is there a lot of stuff going on my end? To be quite honest with you, I pretty much have had not necessarily one of the most inactive years of my entire life, because anxiety does get to you, because being 48 and single and knowing that you could bust your butt no matter how much you do, you're still considered the one of the people that are the nice guys finish last thing. It's hard finding what things to do. It's very hard. It's really hard. Making friends is hard. When you get older, you don't really want to have that many friends. You're trying to get rid of people. So I try to do my best to do anything I possibly could just to stay relevant. I mean, there's people that will say, don't try to live in the past, stay relevant. Stay current is a good idea to put. Stay current. People will always tell you don't live in the past. I need to take my own advice, though. People will get on my case about Jessica. People will get on my case about Gretchen. I will still mention them because those two ruined a good chunk of my life. One for 18 months, one for 4, and I think I wasted a lot of time. A lot of the times I should have listened to people, and I didn't, because who knows if I was ever going to get those opportunities again. Those two are married and they moved on, and I wish them well. But I don't want to hear crap from both of them or anybody else if I ever have my happiness. I know people who have their happiness and they flaunt it every single day, but they will fight me to tell me, don't get in my way, because they will say literally to the death, I fought my ass to get here. I fought my ass to get here to build my happiness, and I'm not letting anybody touch it. I'll flaunt whatever I want. I have the right. So be it. But it's tough during the holidays. Okay. They get on my case because I always said, because the holidays are very, very, it's a tight bunch. It's a very, very interesting outcome about being alone. I know people that are alone during the holidays and all they do want to do, and they try to find things to do to just take up their minds. I go home for the holiday. But as we get older, those visits are shorter and shorter and shorter as we get older. Our minds are not the same. Our bodies are not the same. We lose people. So at the same time, I don't blab about my loneliness. I contend with my peace of mind. Do I like to have somebody with me? Would I like to have somebody with me? Of course I would. At the same time, do I want to keep my peace of mind knowing that if I ever push myself to have somebody in my life and know that I am going to be set up to fail, just like the last handful of times, I'm content with that. I'm totally cool with that. The people at my graduating class that came to the reunion, they're happy for me. They're happy I got out of the old job that I was in. They're happy I got the new job. They're happy that I'm sticking around, but they also know that I am a free spirit pretty much. But it's hard just knowing that you were and still are that good guy. You know, there's people that tell you need to be more of a badass. You need to be more selfish. And in a way, they're not wrong. Then you become selfish and you're the bad guy. And you get ridiculed. This is what the world's come down to. So you literally need to take your choices and be thorough and humble with them, and be thorough with the choices and the people that you decide to continue to coincide with. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm okay. I'm content with staying another year, but as we go into the winter time, I will continue to do this channel the best I possibly can, trying to figure out stuff that I want to talk about. Of course, I can bark about I need the subs, I need the likes, I need whatever. Who doesn't? I'm still green to the whole thing. I'm still such a novice. But since the beginning of like the part of July when I discussed this idea, originally wanted to do it with a production company in town, but there was no point. It was better for me being just an independent person and getting the best help that I possibly can. And once I know how I can do everything that my editor does, I can go from there and see what happens. But it's not the same without him, because I can't do the same stuff he does. I could, not as good as he can, and I'm blessed to have him as a friend for over 20 years. I'm blessed to have the people that I have. I don't need any sympathy. I don't need pity. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm content. But they always tell you, don't be comfortable where you're at. Be open to change. That's one thing I am not a fan of, is change. But you adapt. And that's what I did. Heck, I did that in my old job. And the old job that I had is closing. I have to throw this in there. Champ Sports is closing. I was in there the other day and I got last second stuff. The place looked like a freaking monsoon hit it. And the mall's dying, and I miss a handful of the people that I worked with. I just had to be, in a way, I kind of had to be there just to soak it in. I'm not going to see the DM. He's probably pretty much on the you-know-what list. I don't want to see that, man. I don't know what would happen if I ever go to Pittsburgh and I run into him. I don't know what would happen. I have to think forward. That's the man who basically put you in a ball and chain for like 5 years. 5, 6, 7 years. And now people will get on my case. Don't worry about the past. That's why I said on a Facebook post, take the good parts. The 12 years I was there was more bad than there was good. And that's another good reason why I left. There's people that I worked with that I still, in somewhat in limbo of saying that I get along with. I mean, I can talk to them and whatever. I just don't like to be told one thing and then know that they're going to just turn around and just be like, I wish he'd be dead. I don't know how a lot of those people went, but I'm happy I saw a couple people that I used to work with. And I also hope that the handful of people that I used to work with that actually still do respect me wish me well and wish me happy holidays. I've already said I wish them all well. I said that in my old work. I said that and I meant it. Let them do their thing. Some of them have kids. Some of them, we were like this. Some of them, we're way apart. And I know a handful of them. Some of them are in other states. They can make 6, 7 figures. Just don't act better than anybody else. That's all I ask. I don't wish harm on anybody, but when there are people that are very high in themselves, you bust your butt, you get to where you need to be. I'm sure you're very confident. I'm sure you're very, very active and high end as far as how you feel. How you feel about me? Go ahead. Say what you feel. I know a few people. There's some I don't talk to anymore. And I hope it stays that way. But I wish them happy holidays. I don't wish any harm. The place is closing. I got my stuff and I'm out of there. And probably the next time I go in there is when I probably pick up a rolling rack and a handful of hangers. That's it. Maybe pick up the pair of shoes that I have hung on one of the pipes. It's still there. Maybe I pick them up too, if they're even worth it. But that's my take. I have a lot of stuff going for me as long as I keep my head up. Or I and I miss the people that I used to work with, but some of them, let them be them. They don't need to follow me. I kind of hope they don't. If they do, then be respectful. Now, the people I work with now, there's a small piece that there's a small piece of me knowing that I'm now one of the older ones, but I've now been there for 4 years now, and there's part of me that kind of loves them. We bark and we bitch and we get on each other's case all the time, but I still feel like I'm a newbie, but a lot has happened. We train new people. We're getting used to new people. We're getting used to new systems. We lost one because of a big news thing in the area. Basically because you reap what you sow. You have to make better decisions in life. So, in closing, just do your best as you go into 2024. Try to make better decisions in your life. And I know there's going to be people that still believe they're not doing anything wrong. And that person's now going to probably be gone for 10 to 15 years because you just need to make some better changes in life. And I miss them already. But as I like to say, it is what it is. I'm shooting this out. And I wish you guys Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year. And I'm probably way longer than I needed to be on here. So this video is kind of a little bit of a vent, but I'm happy. Who knows? Maybe things change in 2024. This year was kind of it wasn't a waste. I mean, some idiot rear-ended me in my new truck. Hopefully I get that restitution back, but that happened. An 80s party happened, and this podcast YouTube channel started. An idea that turned into something of a side hobby for me, and I'm having fun with it. I need to continue that. Even my old classmates told me to continue with that. Do the best you can. I wish I could be a little bit more hyper, a little bit more excited, a little bit more happy, but it's a little bit somber because it's the holidays, and it's just me. It's just me and my little hideout. But I get to put this out there for you guys, and you have a big promise from me that the next time you guys see me in 2024, I'm definitely going to be a little bit more excited. But reaching 49 is not going to be it's not going to be any more fun, dude. It's not. But I'm still the same kid. I'm still the same guy. I'm not 28 or 38 anymore. I can't be doing stuff at the island anymore. I can't be doing the breaking stuff anymore. The body's falling apart. I can tell already. At the same time, I know I'm falling apart, but I'm not done. I'm still here. For how long? I don't know. Maybe I'll stick around another year. But until then, I wish you all Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and without question, I will be shutting the bar down. I can't wait to go home. Because when you're with family, you're not alone. You always feel good when you're with family. I think I need to get this out of there tonight. And yeah, I'm a happy kid. Doesn't feel like it, but I'm happy. when I do this stuff, it gets me a little open. But when I'm in front of a camera, I just have to go with the flow. Not everything's sunshine and rainbows anymore. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I guess I'll see you guys in 2024. Thank you again for everything. You have no idea. To those people that still care about me and still support me, thank you, and you have no idea. You have no idea how much it means.